Welcome back to another video of Path of Exile 1. Continuing on with our challenges. Trying to finish all these challenges over here. And the main reason being is because we get cool stuff that will also be in Path of Exile 2. So we'll look a little bit different than most other people. Anyway, let's play. I'm gonna pull an Elon Musk here and, you know, enter maps with like a full inventory, but that's okay. It's okay, it's alright. Something is really stinking.
Dude, I just found a minion bold. Right? That odd. Excuse me. I'm dying. Hold on, call the ambulance. Okay, but not for me. That makes your bolt look like it's a toddler with autism. Hey, do you want to hear the funniest part of it all?
Yeah?
It only costs 2 divines.
2 divines.
2 divines. So there's this guy, I'm gonna eat and talk, sorry, it's very appropriate, but I'm hungry. He's called Dexi Kai, and he basically starts off the video by having 2 currency in his inventory, and then he trades it for chaos. Then he trades the entirety of his inventory out for items. And he's done a 2 divine minion build that's able to finish tier 17s.
I can, well, not really. I can't finish tier
2 divines. 2 divines. I can't finish. I can now and then, depends on the map rolls. Can I finish maybe Fortress, but not other tier 17s, only Fortress. And this guy's doing it with 2 divines. This is a joke.
What is he playing? Like Spectres or what?
I'm watching now. Okay. I'll tell you this soon.
This way, Exile. Let it make
Two divine spell. It makes me think he's using dominating blow. The thing that the previous guy did. That I told you about.
Not sure.
The guy that did Simulacrum in one space, and he had like one huge minion with him, and he killed bosses in like a second.
I must have time to gather.
But I think Vol dominating blow alone would be more than 2 divines.
He's not even playing with sixlings. Wait, what? What did I just see, Colin? Did this guy just anoint his boots? Yeah, he anointed his boots.
How the heck?
Exactly. That's impossible. It has to be probably a very special boots or something.
Yeah, unique boots.
Yeah, this item cannot be anointed. How did he do it?
Must be unique boots, like I said.
Why is both my cats here? Go away! Do I have unique boots? If you have any unique boots that you just have lying about, just check if you can anoint them. Or if you're using unique boots, check if you can anoint it.
No,
Unless you're gonna lose your minions.
it's a unique boots that gives an option to anoint. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not. It's just Stampede Assassin boots. There's nothing on it that says you can anoint it. This item can be anointed with Cassia. At the bottom it says it, so probably, yeah. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
So then I have to remove my boots?
No, you don't have to. No, you don't have to. A replica assassin. A replica stampede, okay.
I'm just running my maps now. Because I know I have to do, I think it's like 50 4 scarabs on a map. So I'm just running maps now. Empty my inventory
That's a
about.
good idea.
Okay. You gave me a lot of scarabs for Nico.
Dude, this guy's using a few.
A few.
He's doing 41 million damage and he has like 6 archers.
He's using the archers with the bounce. AoE shooting with bouncing back.
Yeah.
I actually had that skill gem, the bounce back. I sold it for 20 chaos.
You only need 95 for this build as well.
Well, the question is, who does he play as? Is he also a puppeteer?
No. He's a hunter. This is ridiculous how strong this guy is.
Must have time to gather.
Yeah, I saw some VODs about that.
Guy crushes 217 maps like they're nothing. He also dies a lot though.
More than me?
No, he's playing with the window open so he can show his key at all times. So that people don't think he's like showing one thing and then playing with another. And he's not even using 6 links, he's using 2 4 links and a 2 2 link.
An exhilarating hunt, Exile. Now, it is time for Aina to go to Aina.
So he's playing Minion Arrow from Boarding Clones. Minion damage, fresh meat for more HP, concentrated effects or less AoE, more damage on the small AoE.
I also
Increased critical damage.
I also thought fresh meat you use it for HP, but it's not. The fresh meat makes your minions passive, so they will stay on top of you, like they will stay by your side at all times. Where my minions is aggressive, they will run out of screen. All of them.
Yeah, and then die.
Yeah, they barely die. Like they only died like when there's a lot of enemies, because like my AoE is good and they have life still. But you
I
use
think I actually want to play this.
you use the meat for keeping your minions on top of you.
I think I'm gonna play this.
How are you gonna play it? You need to re-level, right?
Yeah, I need to re-level, but that's not an issue.
Does he also show a expensive build? Like if you do get 6 things?
Sorry.
Does he show a...
Me. Dude, that question itself angers me.
Does he show an endgame
I is
build?
doing No, it's just this. There's nothing more than this. You said that your top DPS from the guy you're watching is 20 million once you get all the items.
Yeah. I think it's 27 if you have all perfect.
Yeah. This build is at a fraction of the cost and it's 41 million DPS. That's more than I do. I do 38 million. Without obviously my curses and effects and all that, but I can't calculate that effectively. So he does a fraction of what I'm doing. He does more at a fraction of what I'm doing and what you're doing. That's why I want to play it. Because like if I look at it, it's he says that the main damage that you have from this build is 3 uniques. That's it. That is 34 million damage that you get just from those 3 uniques.
I'm gonna die again.
Don't die.
The unique spawn.
No.
He one shots me normally.
But he says that bossing with this build, you have to be skilled player. You can't just want to stand there and be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna AFK. You have to actively dodge things that will kill you in one hit. Oh, a blossom. What the hell's a blossom? Is that a unique?
It's a
That's the white one, isn't it?
It's the sacred map, which is yes, it's a boss fight for the white one.
Nice. I've never seen that before.
Boss fight's pretty. It has 2 phases. Yeah, to do it I need to remove all scarabs. You're gonna re-level to play that.
I think so, yeah. He's included 2 POBs, one for leveling and one for endgame. And like it's a really strong build, dude. And
Here's the boss fight.
he is very like he articulates everything very well here, like exactly what you need, why you need it, what happens if you don't have this.
Okay. Oh, it's the first time she ran all the way here. What is this? Polaric invitation. Another boss fight? Yeah, another boss fight.
The challenge begins. The champion will fall. Simulacrum. Astral avalanche. The dark side fade.
Was that it? Why does it have to be ranger? Like, what is on their ascendancy?
Must have time to gather.
Hello? Good, challenge complete. Divine Destiny. Three sets of divination cards. Oh, it's that one. I don't think it is the one that I want to do. This is the one. Complete maps with 500 scarabs. We're almost there. It's this one. Dude, we're so far away. Item quantity. Oh my goodness, man. That's why it doesn't count 1-to-1 every time. Item quantity has to be 80%. Yeah. 4,000 explicit modifiers. Unlock a 6-slot map device. Wait, how? We need to upgrade our item quantity. At least 60%, right? At least 80%. Oh my god. How in the world are we gonna do that? I didn't get it. Also, didn't reach it. But do I chaos it then? Okay, so we got these maps now with quantity. 5 scarabs on them. And boomada shakalaka. Now we'll do those maps. If we don't die. Well, I mean, we'll see.
True strength comes from within. And I know for a fact you are empty.
Unity will prevail. Not to be hunted, Exile. Hurry. We are friends now.
Okay, we found our objective. Oh, hi there. Putting forward and get auto attacked. Want it.
You have been captured, Phrecia. You will be a survivor. Or you will. Off you go, little
Has a lot of splinters. Guess this is the way to farm then. We haven't seen an objective then. Oh, divine.
Einar will write a mighty poem about it.
I saw the object. Yeah, we just have to go down. Only one entrance to it.
This way, Exile. Quickly!
Okay, let's leave that one for last. I'll do. Oh my goodness, this is a huge one. We're gonna die here for sure. Actually didn't die. Okay, I thought we were gonna get way more than that. But just double check, make sure. The blue icon is gone. Yeah, the blue icon's gone. Says again, mission complete. What mission? On the next map. I think we can leave this up. Fuck. Got consumed again. The wrong one. Five.
Yes, come lose a trial. Productive.
I must have time to gather.
I don't know, dude. I really don't know.
Local, need your aid.
Ooh. 2 socket. Oh, it's minus. Never mind. Throw that shit away. This is good for people that want to play explode bolts. There's our cards full again.
God Slayer.
Okay, alchemy. And then we chose alert. Copy our new code. Boom. This one has to be chaos orbed. First. There we go, we got 2 maps again. Let's see our currency exchange. We have this blacksmith delirium. This was 6 each. We have 9.
Hello, my bro.
Hello, baby.
How you doing, my bro?
I'm okay, my bro. And you, my bro?
No, my bro. I'm not doing so good. My mother's sick and in the hospital. I need 10,000 rand, please.
Really?
To buy, yeah. To buy a plane ticket to go visit her.
Go visit her.
Yeah, my bro. Please, I need 10,000.
Like, you're serious now?
You can buy me. You can buy it in Google Play Points, and just send me the code.
Google Play
No, I'm not
Point.
serious. I'm that's a. You don't watch those videos
No, my bro.
about this? The scammers, the Indian scammers, always want the people to pay and buy them the Google Play Points, and then they redeem it like that. Because you can use it to buy stuff on like Amazon and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, my mother's fine. She's healthy.
God damn it. No, I'm just kidding, dude. Chill, chill.
Well, I mean, if she does die, and like I inherit a lot of money, but I prefer her alive though.
Yes. One away from uniques. Isn't John?
One of. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Another easy challenge that you can do. So while I was away, is you can run all the unique maps. That is practically one of the easiest you can do.
Yeah. But while I was running, it's like, no, don't run that one. It's PvP. So I need.
Yeah, just don't run that one. Yeah. There's a list in your challenge board. Just buy the maps from that list, and then you should be fine. Okay, I'm gonna run 5 more maps, and officially I'm gonna start buying the other builds, the items for it, and I'm gonna test it because I have the currency. I can make 8 builds of it if I wanted to.
And why more maps?
Because I like this build, and like the moment I swapped over to this build, I was able to play and enjoy the game. And I have all the nice shit that I have because of it, so you know, just like a homage to it. Treasury has run out of gold. What am I supposed to do about it?
Add more, my bro.
But I'm not gonna make gold for a very, very long time.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, so I'm gonna remove all my miners and just have my farms up and running.
Your miners don't take gold unless there's stuff to mine.
There's so much to mine, dude. That's okay. Yeah, 47,000. Let's send the ship, my strongest one. Go to the shortest distance. 37 minutes. Yeah. What am I sending? I'm gonna send 245,000 to our Maturgic Dustworth. Do you think that will increase what I get?
The guy said 8,000. That's what you should do.
8,000 only.
I don't know if there's like a super drop off if you do more.
Well, I'm just gonna do all of it. I don't care.
Because it doesn't add the risk. You can add a million and the risk still won't move. So
Yeah, it almost makes the value of that ship in a million. So okay, 5 more maps and then let's keep going. So
You're-
I'm
you're
gonna
running-
run that build.
you're running maps to say
but-
farewell to this character, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. Just 5 more maps to say thank you. Essentially, I'm stupid that way, but it's okay. If I was still playing Cyclone, I would still be swearing like, "Oh my fucking god, this game sucks!
This game does suck.
I can hate this shit so much." No, this game's awesome. I play PoE too, and this game just has a higher learning curve as well.
Yeah, the thing about
I'm
PoE
stream
2
one.
is like I will know stuff as they come out. With this game, like
Yeah.
you know, I didn't know shit. Get thrown into the deep end and I don't know anything. Oh, that's a map. That's a blueprint.
I've been your floaties this entire time, bro.
Sorry?
Whenever I've been your floaties this entire time, but whenever you take off the floaties, you die. So Do you know what a floaty is?
Talking about fishing?
A floaty, yeah, no, it's when you swim and you have floats on your arms. A floaty.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been keeping you alive, my bro. And what do I get for nothing?
you get me in period too.
I don't want you in PoE2. When people with a lot of damage from PoE2.
Oh, yes. And keep looking then. How's that other guy to join?
Nah, I've seen some shit, dude. I tried finding the build the guy was showing, and he was doing what 250 million with just the gems, with just a gem and the passive tree setup. Right? No gear. They literally showed it. He had no gear on. 250 million. I was like, okay, cool.
Period 2?
PoE2, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they did the interview, and when they did the interview with that, oh my god, I can't find the Citadels. I've been playing for an entire week straight and just haven't found them. Where? That guy, you remember?
Yes, that one, yes.
Yeah. Anyways, they spoke about the damage, how it went from hundreds of thousands to millions to hundreds of millions and then the final one he said there's a build that was calculating damage meters per second. Right?
Yeah.
So that was the highest, which they nerfed the meteors thing. But the one thing that they said they haven't nerfed yet is the hundreds of millions of damage. So that build, it was a gemling, it was a stat stacker, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
That it was playing. But like imagine, like I calculated my damage at like 3 million, 4 million, right? Which is really a lot for me, because that's all content viable. There's nothing I can't do. No boss that I can't kill, like on +4, right? Now
No plus on that you can't kill on +4. Eh?
Yeah, like on the highest difficulty.
That is debatable.
Debatable how?
The final boss +4. The pinnacle boss. I don't know
I
if
can do it with
you.
my current build.
I don't know if you can.
I once shot at him in the first time I faced him. I literally one tapped his ass and he
But
died.
it's +4. That like you did the standard one. You did the first one.
Okay. You see, then you tell me you have the most knowledge between us and PoE2, whereas you
I
would
don't have
know
the most
that the breach boss +4 has the highest amount of HP and damage in the game. That's not the other one. It's the breach boss. I even told you this, so that if you want to compare your damage, get +4 and then change on your build what you wanted to see if your damage improves. And I'm able to beat him quite convincingly. That's why I stopped, because I told you I have nothing left to prove. When I heard that he was the ultimate, the biggest boss currently in the game, I was like, cool. I beat him on +4, there's nothing more for me to do.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped. Not because I was bored. There was just nothing more to do for me and nothing to prove. But I'll go back. I'll go fucking do it. Will take some time though. Find those citadels.
I think you can buy it,
it's
but it
very
might be expensive.
I have a lot of currency there as well. So a few hundred, 700 and something exalts.
Yeah.
Quite, yeah.
I also have quite a bit, but I lost my belt. Someone that played 2 days and quit.
Didn't pay. You should never trust that guy.
Ever
He did
again.
the
I
same
will
to me
know.
so many times. Yeah.
Yeah, good luck, dude. I'm not gonna help him again. I
wouldn't help
think
him either.
I think 20 devs in my pocket would be better than buying that thing for you. Fuck that.
No, I think the correct term here would be 20 dev in your pocket would be better than friendship with him.
Well, I told him I told him this, like, this is for buying the game for me, so I will stick to that.
Yes, yeah. He technically didn't even buy it for you. That's the problem. His
That's
girlfriend
fine.
did.
It's fine, dude.
Yeah. No, the point is, what my issue is, and it's like I haven't spoken to him for more than a week now. After he, like the last thing I told you about him asking me, like, he waited all day, where was I? That nonsense. I
Yeah.
haven't spoken to him since. But the fact of the situation is, we started doing Borderlands together on his request.
Yeah.
Right, I wanted to play it just for fun, but then he was like, yeah, let's record it because he wants to stream it. But like, where has he been for the last week? 2 weeks, actually.
Yeah.
Like, if you know, let me know, because I don't know. So,
Doesn't really matter, man. Like, he's most probably gonna play PoE2 on the new league and be like, yo, I'm here. Like, hey, well, where were you? You know, like,
it's not like we're having like a gossip session here, but the truth is, like, if he watches the video, and then I don't mind if he watches it, even tell him I talked about him in this video. The thing is, like, it just disappears. Like, he told me that his goal for the game is he's gonna come home every day. He's gonna stream for a few hours until late at night. Like, not very late like us late, but like 10 p.m. And then he's just gonna do this every day for the rest of the year. Because he wants to fully invest in this game. Didn't do it. And also, if you remember, when it came to like helping each other, I was very like, I wasn't as willing to help him as you were. Because I played with him last in PoE, just this one, Exile 1. I played with him. I helped him with a bolt. He didn't even do the effort to finish the bolt. He just stopped midway, and I purchased all the items for him. And he just stopped midway through leveling and said he doesn't want to play this anymore.
I don't blame him. Game sucks.
I do. It's my currency that I'm giving.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm using to pay for something, and then you just throw it away. So I do, yeah, a lot.
I just think, like, my character would have been so much stronger if I actually started playing on League Start. But, yeah, it was way too late and everything is just super overpriced. Because like, when I got the game, like, I actually started playing a hardcore from the get-go.
Oh yeah, I was just about to say, but weren't you the first one to actually play PoE1? You were there on
PoE2.
but you were doing hardcore, yeah.
PoE2, I'm talking about 2.
Oh, 2?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think that is why I'm weak. I had weeks of
you have a
farming,
week
not
on you.
on... No, it's not a week. You have a long time on me, and then I started playing hardcore for like 2 weeks straight. Before I started playing softcore. And then when I started playing softcore, like, everything is already overpriced. That just made, like, my character almost impossible to play.
I think I disagree with that. With the overprice point. Others I do agree with. You lost a lot of time.
Bro, when I started playing softcore, like, the first thing I wanted to buy was a temporarless chess piece. And that thing was 6 divines.
Yeah.
It was 6 divines.
Okay.
When I had 6 divines, it was 8 divines. When I had 8 divines, it was 12. And if you go in the market now, it's plus 20 plus. It's not that it's hard to farm. The people just don't sell it. They want to, like, keep it.
It's just the one you get from running 1 honor, right?
1 honor, no taking damage, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so a lot of people were selling it for 6 divines and then realized how high in demand it was, and then the price fixed itself. That's how it works. That's how it always will work. You can take the cheapest build in the game, let's say this league, right? Let's say it's Spark. Let's say to make a Spark build work, it's 5 divines. And everybody sees this, it's really strong, it's really great. The next league, everybody's like, yeah, Spark was great last week, it's got a nice, last league, it's got a nice little buff, it's going to be much stronger, so now I'm going to play it. Then you'll take you 200 divines to complete the same build. That's how Exile works. Because everybody wanted to blink, like, what was the CD, like 1 second CD or 0.5
Zero.
second CD?
0. You can tap the button,
Yeah,
it'll blink all the way.
Yeah.
As long as it has 3.6 seconds on the chess piece.
Yeah. And then everybody's like, yeah, that shit's so cool, man. I want to play it. And then boom, there it goes. It skyrockets. It's not that it becomes of a price just because blah, blah, blah. It's just people want it. So yeah, you're probably right. If you played a week earlier or 2 weeks earlier and you had 6 divines, probably could have gotten it.
Yeah.
100%. So this ball that I'm gonna play now, right? That I'm gonna buy now. I promise you, it's not gonna be 2 divines. That's probably gonna be about 10, because a lot of people saw that video, and a lot
They're
of
doing the
people
same
saying
thing,
it,
yeah.
and the people, yeah, and the people that are seeing that that these items are in high demand now, they're gonna want to, you know, ask a bit more. So I know I'm not gonna get it for 2 divines, but even if it's 10 divines, I think it's still fractionally the fraction of what you paid. So it's still gonna make me smile when I
Yeah.
do tier 17s and I fuck that shit in the ass. I mean, love.
Hopefully by then I'm done.
But no, it will take me a few hours to get through the campaign. And twink leveling, bro. I'm insanely fucking rich. I'm gonna have all the nice items. I'm gonna be so strong in my twink leveling that Elon Musk is gonna come sniffing around. Hey, can I have a carrot, bro? I wanna buy it from you.
One murder piece.
No. 1% stock in Tesla, please.
Sure.
Next time you see me, I'm driving around with a Bugatti.
With a Tesla, you mean, dude?
No, 1% of stock, I'll be rich, bro. I won't. Why would I want a fucking Tesla?
Tesla S played. You'll fucking be the fastest car on the road. Why wouldn't you want to be?
Why would I want? Because I don't like electric cars. Because I live in South Africa.
You can
If it's
you can put your music on, your sound on in the car, but it makes artificial engine noises.
no, you don't get the point. The point is I live in South Africa, right? Load shedding. So we get load shedding. I need to charge the car because I want to go somewhere. But then I get to the city and then there's no power in the city. And what the fuck do I do now? Do I start pushing?
You get well, you can on the GPS in the car, you can actually check how far you can drive, which is really far, by the way. That car can drive really far. And
No,
at home,
500, 600 kilos.
at home with the car, when you buy the car, you get a solar system with it. It's just like a little solar with a charger, so you can charge your car at home without paying for it.
Yes. But the question was, what happens if I drive, let's say I'm going to Cape Town, and in between Cape Town and where I live, I run out of power. There's no charging stations between those 2 points.
Yeah,
Cape Town is 600 kilometers away.
in this country, there's not a lot.
Yeah. So that's why I wouldn't want a Tesla. But if it's petrol, every 10 kilometers there's a petrol station. But actually, no, I'm lying. No, they are. Like Astron Energy is a new energy. It's a new petrol station. It's a new version of, I think, engine. They have charging stocks. At every Astron Energy station is a charging dock. I will make it, never mind. I don't want Tesla because it's American. There we go. Please give me
South
Tesla.
African. It's technically the only South African car in existence.
Well, now it's South African, but when last night, the other night you said just because Elon Musk is South African, that doesn't make SpaceX African.
Yes. But in this concept, it's the closest South African car you can get.
You duplicitous bitch. You know, that is on a serious note here to everyone's listening. That is the biggest market that is not tapped in South Africa. Because all the natural resources we need to build cars and electronics are mined here. For you get it other places as well. It's not about resources. We build, most companies' cars are built here as well, except like the most expensive ones. Like we do Ford, we do Toyota. And I think we do Kia as well. I think it's one of those. Not sure. Don't quote me on that.
And
So we
Volkswagen
build
and
a lot of
Audi.
Volkswagen we build, Audi we build, yes. We have the capability of building our own car, but we just don't. That's it. That's as simple as it is going to get.
So this is what my brother said. They build it in South Africa. They load the car on a ship. They drive. They go with the ship out into a certain distance, and then they bring it back, and then you pay import costs.
That's fucking ridiculous, man.
They artificially still make the car more expensive.
Of course they do. Because who wants to be able to afford a Volkswagen at its base value? Nope, no. We want to put import taxes on everything. So yeah. Dude, if I had the money, I'll just fucking start my own car company. It will be expensive as fuck, but you know, after a few years, after paying the regulation costs, the tax costs, building costs, operational costs, fucking safety costs. Yeah, then I'll build it. I'll have to employ BBE though.
Decisions
And that's why I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, your options of actually starting any company in South Africa is, especially today, is next to zero.
Let's say by chance you do a video on YouTube.
Mhm.
And you gain insane amounts of popularity, right?
Mhm.
And you start making a lot of money. There's this one guy, I can't remember his name in South Africa. He's doing really well with YouTube. He's doing exceptionally well. He's making about 700,000 a month, really well, right?
Mhm.
He's doing TikTok and he's doing YouTube. But that's before taxes, so he didn't pay tax the first few months. Then after that, South African tax, he was paying the US tax, of course. So it's probably more that he's making more than that, but you know, tax is tax. So the first few months he was starting to make good money after he's been doing it since he was like 16. He only now got popular enough where he's actually making money from it, right?
Mhm.
First few months hasn't paid tax. Then his bank literally reported him to SARS. Like, hey, there's a lot of money coming in to this account every month. They don't understand where it's coming from. Investigate. So then SARS did the investigation, found that he's doing YouTube, and then sent him an email or a letter. I don't know how they contacted him, saying that, hey, you need to pay tax on this money.
Yeah.
Right? And they want 40% of all of it. That's how much tax. 40%.
So 40.
It's high.
When you reach 40% threshold tax, it's because you won something. Gamble, like if you play lottery, for example, and you win, it's a 40% tax. If you take it out of, I think it's, if you pay it off out of like 12 years, you don't pay any tax. But they think he won something, and that's the tax they gave him.
Yeah.
But
So
also
it's
you
like-
can't charge people tax until it's year-end tax. For companies, it's twice a year.
Yeah, but they're
that's on.
taxing him every month now. Because he said it's his income, it's his job. They're taxing him 40%. He was on KFM, literally talking about this. This Afrikaans guy, I can't remember his name now. And they tax the shit out of him. And the problem is, on top of that, he already gets taxed by the US government for YouTube. Because YouTube does...
Yeah, it's
something
Google.
tax.
Google take tax money without you,
Yeah.
like you can't go around it.
Yeah, it's 10%, I believe. I can't remember the exact percentage because I don't really often check it. If the money comes in, I just take it and I don't really care about the tax.
Yeah, but dude, like I don't know why he's like still doing it. Like I would be like, fuck that. I'm moving.
Yeah, I said the exact same thing because they are not allowed to tax you. They are not allowed to tax you because Google is a US company and you're making videos, so you're not physically working for Google. And the money is not being supplied by the SA government.
Yeah, you're not employed by
Therefore, they
Google.
cannot-
Like
Yeah.
you're getting paid by ads.
Yeah, exactly. You're not being paid by them. You're not employed in the SA government either, any SA company. So they literally cannot tax you. He said he went to some lawyers, but they told him just to pay it. I find that extremely, like, very weird for me. If they were to come to me, and they was to say, hey, you need to pay tax. Like, let's say I make it big and I'm making, let's say, the same amount of money, and I'm like, no, you need to pay tax now. I will tell them why. I will literally say, first thing I'll say, like, why should I pay this tax? Because I'm not working for the South African company. I'm not working. They can find some bullshit reasons.
It's income tax. Like, I get that. Like, everyone pays income tax.
No, I don't pay income tax.
You do.
No, I don't.
Bro, even I do. My dad does. Like, you declare your tax once a year. If you're like, if your money is fluctuating, like you're running your own company, you pay twice a year. You pay income tax.
Yeah, but I don't. I don't pay taxes. I'm employed as a freelancer for my company, and my company is not registered within South Africa, so I don't have to pay tax. I made sure I went onto my SARS account. There's no outstanding fees. There's no nothing. I don't have to pay tax. It's just one of those things that my father didn't have to do either for at least 30 years of his career. He didn't have to pay tax. But then there was a very big hike of people that started leaving the country to work overseas. And then they were like, okay. And then my father had to start paying tax. And his taxation was fucking ridiculously high. He said he was paying, like, in total, he was paying like millions. He has paid millions in taxes already. And it's just on his income tax. But he makes like 300-something thousand rand a month. Or used to, at least. And he said he didn't have to pay tax, and then out of nowhere, then they required him to pay tax. Which I still think is fucking bullshit. Because if you're a white person in this country, you're not able to get a job as easily as other people, but you're starting to pay taxes. Your government does nothing to increase your chances of getting a job. Then, yeah. So, but I wouldn't pay tax at all if I was to go big on YouTube. If they would come asking me for a cent, I would say no, go fuck yourself.
They send you to prison, dude.
And then I'll sit in prison with my millions.
For tax evasion.
That's not tax evasion.
What is it then?
It's them wanting to steal the fucking money, and them finding any and every reason and method of doing so.
I just think that guy is stupid. Like, I would be like, bye. Moving countries.
He is stupid. There's an easy way around it. You can choose to send your money to PayPal, and then just send to yourself a little bit amount of money every time you need to do something.
Yeah.
So in America, so everybody thinks that Mr. Beast is this amazing person. He's not. When Mr. Beast gives you money, right, and he goes over $10,000, and you need to pay a shit ton of taxes on that. And as soon as you go over $10,000, so if you win $1 million, you only get like 400,000 out of it. It's still a lot. It's still a lot. But he puts you into a fucking tax bracket that you do not belong in.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, you're not supposed to be there because you won the money once. And now you'll stay in that tax bracket until the money is gone. And then you have to declare that you can't pay the tax amount anymore. But it's the same here. As soon as you go over a certain limit, then your tax bracket increases, and then you need to pay a shit ton of taxes. So I would just send myself, like what I'm doing now. I get 20,000, so I just I would send myself 20,000 a month, pay off what needs to be done, or not even a month. I'll do it multiple times a month. But I'll make sure that the amount is just not enough, or I'll just pay with PayPal or I'll just use. I'll get a express card and just use it that way. I'll find some way, dude. Like, I would not want to pay this country a fucking single cent.
Yeah. I picked up my parents at the airport. Let's say a week ago. Like, it's like 2 days ago. Bro, the amount of potholes there was just on the road from here to the airport. There's even potholes on the highway. Like,
Jesus.
yeah. So like
You wouldn't get that, yeah.
your tax money is like going where exactly? I don't get it. Like they're supposed to like maintain the road at bare minimum.
Yeah, your tax money is going nowhere. In the DA in the Western Cape, you wouldn't find potholes on the highway or even near the airport. Because the airport and the highway out of the airport is tourism. It's the first things you see and experience is the airport and then the surrounding areas of the airport, highways, cities and that. So that's why if you land in Cape Town International and you come out, it's probably one of the most beautiful places in Cape Town. And then you have the city of Cape Town right next to it. That's the first thing you see. So you guys are tourists. Oh my god, I didn't even know South Africans lived this way. It's so beautiful. I thought they were poor. No. Yeah, so that's why you don't get it here. But in Johannesburg, sure, but or Pretoria, I don't know where you live. I keep forgetting. It's like we talked about it. It's like Ramaphosa going, I can't believe Johannesburg is in this bad condition. Like, how did this happen? How? Like when his predecessor was it? It wasn't Zuma. It was the one before him. When he was president, and then Ramaphosa was in charge of the city of Johannesburg, but it was his district to maintain. Right.
Wasn't Robin Mugabe before?
It was Mugabe, yes. Ramaphosa was his VP, I think. His vice president, I think, back then. And he was in charge of Johannesburg. So it was his job all those years back to maintain Johannesburg. And now he comes out like, holy shit, how the fuck did this happen? Dude, you should have, I know you don't listen radio, but when we drive sometimes we don't use the Apple CarPlay, but we use the radio. And the people were absolutely taking a mocking out of him. Oh, they had a field day with him about the city when he was like, I can't believe how bad this is. Oh, it was brilliant, dude. Fucking idiot. And that is why I wouldn't pay taxes. And yeah, there's a new report yesterday, just since we're on topic, that came out from Ramaphosa that they are now moving forward in taking land. They will now take land, actively take land. They implemented the way to do it, and then they weren't doing it. So like if you had what you call it, any claims to land, then you could have claimed land. But now they reported that they will now actively take land from people. So it's no more about, I have history to claim this land, this is my father's land and then was taken from us. They will now take the land. And most of the comments in that section was like, like, who the fuck gives you the right to take the land? It's not even your land, blah, blah, blah. They don't care. I think at this point, they don't care anymore.
I mean,
now they got
I saw videos from Zimbabwe where they did this already. Where the guy is just like saying, we don't want you, yeah. And the guy, the white guy, it's a farmer. You can clearly see he's a farmer. He's just standing there like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do now? Like, where am I supposed to go? We don't want you, yeah.
And apparently, and I'm not sure how accurate this is, but apparently the sanctions have been placed on the ANC. My mother told me yesterday.
They are gonna try and do that. Like, I don't know if you know about this story though. The ANC is trying to make a whole joke about the US embassy now because of ours that got fired from them, right? He's like, he has to fucking be removed because of his stupid comments he made. So now we're gonna change our road in South Africa, the Santon Road or whatever, one Santon Drive is where the US embassy is. They're gonna change that now to some terrorist name, so that it will be a joke, right? Like, no matter what you do, if you like Google the place, like where is it, it's gonna be a terrorist name coming up. Like all the newsletters or like emails they have to send, like it's gonna have this terrorist name on it. And the US embassy in South Africa then just said, well, if you do that, we're gonna just message Elon Musk and say they can scrape it. Just put this on a Doge and we'll scrape it. We don't want to be in this country, it's a waste of money.
They're gonna scrape the embassy.
Scrape the embassy inside, yeah.
You will not be able to move to travel to America anymore.
No, the program will still go out, but it will
The
be online.
program, I mean touristic travels from Johannesburg.
Yeah.
You will no longer be able to travel. You have to go from Cape Town.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
wow.
I don't know if all of them are gonna fall under it, but we'll see. Because they think they're very smart.
Imagine a black person thinking he's smart. A joke. In this country, naturally. Dude.
Yeah, that's the thing coming. Fantastic.
I just think this is ridiculous. They are a bunch of babies that, for me, it's like the most unrealistic shit that's happening in the world. So first of all, they insult white people on a daily basis, saying how worthless white people are, right? With one breath, they're like, "Oh my God, you white people are so useless. We don't want you here. Please leave the country." And then with the same breath, on the next second, they cry about how they now don't have any more funding from the US and how people are gonna die, and like how they need the US's help. And as far as I understand, the US is white. The US is not a black country. Yeah, they have black people, but it's still a
They
white country.
are only 4% black.
Yeah, so
America.
predominantly it's a black country, a white country, right? And then in the same breath, they cry about how the Americans aren't giving them aid. Okay. So first you said you don't want white people's help. White people are useless, and now you're saying that you want white people aid because your people are dying of AIDS. Like, help me understand how stupid you are, please. Because at this point, I have to guess. So yeah, they want us to leave, the white people. They want white people to leave the country, but they also want white people help.
Bro, I just don't understand how they're gonna survive if all white people leave. Like I'm still struggling to like figure that part out. Zimbabwe is like a great example why you need white people, especially farmers.
I saw this, right? I saw this. That like no, I didn't. I mean, I know this, that this is a great example. But then I saw someone commenting, right? Where people were talking about how great of an example Zimbabwe is about what happens if you remove white people from a country, which were your infrastructure for food. And then one person said you should stop using this as an example. The current Zimbabwe farmers are the best in the world.
What?
That was literally the comment. That you should stop using Zimbabwe as an example. The current farmers in Zimbabwe are the best in the world. Delusional. They are absolutely fucking delusional.
Oh man.
If they are so great at farming, why the fuck are they still importing all of their produce? Their bread that they make is imported as well. The bread that they eat, sorry, is still imported. It's not being made. They don't grow wheat there. Nothing works in Zimbabwe. Why? Because they got rid of all the white people. I'm not saying that the country can't survive without white people. I mean, look at North Africa and West Africa, the capitals there. Fantastic metropolitan cities, way better than what we have. Like, we do not even compare. I'm not sure if you've seen the cities. They fucking look straight out of first world countries, from America, London, Chinese. They have highways that look exactly like Americans, with all those off ramps and on ramps you get, right?
Yeah.
You've seen it. We have some of them here. The cities are built with this. The cities are leaning towers, like everything is perfect. and these are dominantly black people, but it's not like, how can I put this? They don't have any hate towards other people. It's like they work together because they don't have any hate for people. They don't cry about, or how white people have done this to them, and then, you know, just lay at home like, oh no, white people, apartheid, this is so horrible, I can't live, I can't get a job because of apartheid. They don't do this. They work together as a nation. They've built wonderful cities like North Africa, the capital, and West Africa, the capital. Beautiful city. I actually went on Google Maps because one of my students was there and it was like, those cities up there, they are wonderful. It's like he's never seen such big cities in Africa before. I was like, it can't be that great. it's impossible. And then he told me that I should go look at it, and it's literally fantastic. So I think the first city you have to look at is Algeria. You will not believe the shit that comes out of Algeria, how beautiful it is they do.
Yeah.
It's insane. But also, I mean, there's a lot of French influence. But these cities are fantastic. They are so big and great, and the monuments are, it's beautiful. And clean and safe as well, dude.
Yeah, this country is everything but safe.
Yeah.
In fact, it's only getting worse.
Yeah, it is only getting worse. My dude, the one port in Algeria has yachts in them, dude. Millions of dollars yachts. Like, you don't get that shit here. Like, you can't even leave your yacht any place because then it gets fucking stolen, or it gets broken into and then looted. And there was another farm murder just a few days ago. Another one.
Yeah,
I think
my mom told me like they didn't murder the guy. They like his dog was going crazy, barking, and he opened his balcony to look out because it's on the second floor. And when he looked out, he got shot from a distance, and they shot him in the leg. So he was going downstairs, grabbing his keys, driving through his garage door, drove through it, and he went to the neighbor seeking for help. And when they went back to his house, it was burning down. So they were burning down his house with all these animals, 7 dogs. I think he had 3 parrots. Like, all these animals is dead. All of it.
Yeah, okay, this is not the same. So the one I'm talking about is...
It happened like 3 days ago.
Yeah, this is about let's say 5 days ago. So we had 11 then, if I'm wrong, right on the number. So essentially the guy is living on a farm, right? Him and his wife, right? And then they broke in with another gun as well, with a gun. The wife's husband, the guy that got killed. So the guy that made the video talked about his sister and her sister's husband. So the husband defended off the criminals, right?
Yeah.
Murderers. While the woman barricaded herself in a room on his request. He told her to barricade yourself in a room with the children. They shot and killed him and tried getting into the room, but they couldn't. So yeah, that happened a few days ago. And then when this is reported, right, then the question is always like, where? This is lies. It's not a question, it's a statement that's always being made. This is lies, this didn't really happen. You know? And always on the same breath, if people do believe it, it's like, yeah, but you know, in the townships, people get killed. Nobody cares about the fucking townships. Again, it's not the same. It's not someone that is supplying your nation with food. So yeah. And then, yeah. And now they want to arrest Afri Forum and the other one.
Solidariteit.
Can't remember. Excuse me?
Solidariteit.
Yeah, they want to arrest them because they are supposedly providing with false information of things that did not happen. Fucking disgusting. That's what it is.
But it did happen.
But it did happen, yeah.
They just refuse
not
to
getting
accept the fact that it happened.
No, it's not that they don't want to accept the fact that it happens, that they just don't give a shit that it happened. They want to say that it didn't happen, it's false, because the moment that they actually acknowledge that what is happening in this country, where our farmers are getting murdered, is targeted murder, then every time that we've gone to the UN, like over the last 10 to 15 years, that people have gone to the UN seeking for help, right? Then at that point, then the ANC sends an attorney saying, no, this is not real, blah blah blah, it's all fake. Here's all the documents. We have there's no proof of any murder happening, right?
Yeah.
The moment that they do acknowledge that the murders are happening, then the entire lies essentially fall, flat, and then people then have to acknowledge that there have been a lot of farm murders, that these farm murders have been targeted, etc., etc. That's why they don't fucking acknowledge it, because they went to the UN, the US, with AfriForum now. They went to them and said, here's the statistics. There's no farm murders happening. It's all lies. They're lying to you. That's what they do. Because they're cowards, spineless bastards. And it pisses me off though, like, these people, it's like you know what you're doing. You know you're a farmer, and you know that this is a dangerous job. You know that they are targeting you. But you also know that the entire nation, like,
needs to be fed.
depends on you for that food.
Yeah.
Say again? Yeah.
The entire nation needs to be fed. And if you're not doing it, someone else has to.
Yeah, and no one else is stepping up to take that spot. No one else. Like, our farmers are decreasing. A lot of people, they're either moving out of the country or they just don't want to become farmers anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's too dangerous for them.
Like, your country doesn't, they don't give a fuck about your life, so.
No, they don't give a fuck about your life, because, why? Because you're on fucking land that they want. So, and it's the easiest way to do it, just, you don't prosecute these people, right? They come in, they murder you, they murder your wife, they murder your children, right? Everybody gets murdered, right? And you don't prosecute them. So what this then sends a message to all the other people that want to do the same, right? Because obviously it's Malema and his people that are causing this. It's like, you understand that you're not getting prosecuted, so you just do it anyway, because you know you're not gonna put in jail. Like nobody cares. Yeah, they'll report it to the police station, like, yeah, there's a farm murder, please find this person. But unless it's like someone like your brother that actively goes out and looks for these farm murderers, no one gives a shit. Like, it doesn't get reported by any mainstream media, except by Solidarity and AfriForum.
Yeah.
It just doesn't get reported at all. So, and then you get unions, the Buddha Union, like Solidarity, which specifically stands up for farmers and farm murders and all that shit. But then, because it's only for farm murders, and they're called racist groups, radical racist leftist groups. So.
This is why, dude, like, it doesn't matter what happens. I just want to fucking get out of here. Like, that's it.
Yeah, well.
I don't care where I go. If I get a free ticket to America, I'll take it. Honestly.
Yeah.
My goal was to get into Canada, but at this point, I don't give a fuck. This is just easier.
Yeah, you're not getting into Canada anytime soon. They are at war with the US, essentially. And what the US doesn't realize is they need Canada way more than Canada needs them. So I don't understand that, but it doesn't matter. That's their issues, not ours. But yeah, we're in the same in the same boat in you. Like, we are planning to get out as well as soon as we can. Not immediately, but soon, because they already stated that they're gonna take the land, so it's happening. It's end game for them now.
Yeah, they leveled up, spreading the lies that people don't understand. Oh, I don't know if you heard about this. Even Russia said to ANC that land ownership is mandatory no matter where you go, and if you're gonna do that, you're most probably not going to be a part of BRICS. Just by the way. So South Africa might get kicked out of BRICS because of taking property without compensation.
Yeah. Don't think they care. I honestly don't think they even give a shit, dude. Because what I'm talking about was released on the 16th of March, which was yesterday, where the president said he's going to take land, unless what you're talking about came out today about what Russia said.
It came out. It came out this morning from the guy I was watching.
Then maybe that will change. Hopefully that changes their approach to this. Yeah, because I don't know, dude. For me, this is like
it's becoming a joke at this point, because they say whatever, like whenever Donald Trump talks about something, they're like, oh, it's white power, like that's why.
Yeah, it's white privilege.
It's a form of ownership.
I watched this colored dude. He was part of the government at one point, but he left due to the condition of the government. He left. So he has a podcast now, which is very interesting. I can't remember his name, so I wouldn't be able to tell you that. But if I could, I would. But anyways, he talked to a black guy. Him and the black guy were talking. He told how the ANC has completely fucked up the country, how it's been in a decreasing state since 1994. That's literally his words. But the funniest thing that he talked about was they continue to talk about America and white people and saying white privilege, yet ignoring completely what they've been doing. And I will now coin this term and I will call it black privilege. And that is literally what they have right now. They have all the privilege in this country, yet still they find a way that if something doesn't work out, that it's the white people's mistake. That it's apartheid.
Yeah.
And
like the water
1994.
The water problem we had. There was a drought somewhere in Cape somewhere, I think.
Cape Town, a few years ago.
Yeah. The guy came on the news and he's like, the white people build the dams incorrectly. That's his response to to the drought. And no, that's not how it is. Like, maybe white people built it correctly back then and it's incorrect today because you didn't do maintenance and shit. But that's not true. Like, it was working perfectly before you took over. So
exactly, and that's the thing, that as time progresses, you do need to do maintenance, and you have to upgrade stuff as time progresses.
The population grows.
You can't stay stationary with the same fucking shit for your entire life. Like, if you don't change shit and you upgrade them to be part of the current, technological, I don't know, let's just say
best
rank.
outcome.
I don't know exactly. Yeah, then it's not gonna work correctly. So yeah. Like our dams here where we are, it's not already built. It's a natural dam, which is maintained now, and it works fine. I remember the drought in Cape Town was horrible, dude. There was no water for weeks.
Yeah.
Because of the drought, not because of the fucking dam. Of a drought, they didn't have rain for months, and then the skies broke, and the dam overfilled. Literally, they had no water, and then they had flooding. Yeah. The Cape Townians were having a wonderful time. Dude, this country is a joke. You know what's the saddest thing? I think I've said this before, and I'll say it again. The saddest thing about this entire situation is that they understand, and we understand, that if they were to put white people back in the government, that it would fix 99% of all the issues that we currently experience.
But they would rather destroy the country.
Yeah, they would rather destroy the country, keep people in suffering conditions like they are right now, unable to find a decent job, unable to find what you call it, affordable housing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not about hold on, just it's not about having black versus white or, you know, racist stuff. It's just literally that.
Yeah, but that's why they got their chance out of apartheid to be elected.
Yeah,
That's because they promised literally that it will be equal. It's not equal.
yeah, it's not equal. And Nelson Mandela's, one of his final words he said as president before he removed himself because he got too old, was that if the ANC government ever does to the people what the apartheid government did to them, then you should overthrow the government. I mean, it's happening. It's happening. So they want to spread Madiba's teachings, right?
Yeah.
Of everything he said except that one thing. That one thing. That's no. We don't want to. No. We're not going to teach you this. Look at all the other shit, you know. But also, let's just also add Palestine here. We don't want to teach you that. No. But all the others about, you know, black people. Yeah. Let's teach you that. That's fine. They've had 30 fucking years worth of leading a country. That's
You know, I would also say the country's not going backwards. The country's just standing dead still. We've been standing still for 30 years. That's why when you say, like, our GDP growed a 0.5% or 1%, I honestly just don't fucking... I can't see that happening. Growing? No, there's no fucking way. Even if it's so little. No.
yeah.
More stuff breaks. Like, we have load shedding and shit. Small companies fail because they have to produce their own power as well with solar.
Yeah.
Just to be
So
operational.
our GDP growth is 0.7%.
I don't believe that.
per year.
Should be in the negatives. Dude.
So low. Yeah, it should be in the fucking negatives. But because we are trading so fucking much, that's why it's there. But we have no domestic growth at all. At all. We don't have any companies that are making shit that we're selling to people to increase the growth. We don't have companies that are breaking profit because they have so many stupid fucker idiots that work for them that just fuck everything up, that the company can't make profit anymore unless it's a really like the company makes something that's an absolute necessity within something, like Afpulp, for example. We need Afpulp. We can't live without Afpulp. So yeah, and that's why I find what that other guy said, that white guy that I was talking about. He said he can give him 12 months, he'll get the GDP at 5%. For me, that is like, he knows how to do it. He really knows how to do it.
Me
So
too.
it's yeah, for me
Easy.
it's-
Remove BE. That's one thing. Just that one thing, and I promise you it will be already triple the amount.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because companies like SAA, they have to buy their spare parts through BE companies. And what's happening is you pay like triple the amount than you would have paid without a BE company. And something like SAA, for example, will start making profit. And if they make profit, they can hire more people and become one of the best airports again that ever existed in the whole Africa.
Yeah. Good fucking luck with that. But yeah, 100% agree with you. 5% GDP growth. 0.7 is 370 million, 380 million at 0.7. So times that with 5%, that's a lot. That's a lot more.
Yeah.
Like, it's Jesus.
That's, in my opinion, would just be removing BE. Then you have other factors as well, like how can you build a company if you can't own the property on it? Just those two things alone. And obviously solving the power outages, because companies need power.
Yeah. So for me, which is a striking thing, is that I can imagine how to do all those things very easily. Like, it's a factor of wanting to do it.
Yeah.
Most of our generators within our big power plants are old and outdated, and they refuse to update them. So I would update them. It'll cost money, obviously.
Now to
But
solve
at this point,
to solve our power issue is also very simple actually. Tembiza, who's not paying for power, boom, gone, dude. You don't pay, you don't have.
then you have them, and then you have them running on the fucking streets, and fucking burning down buildings.
Yeah, then you arrest them and you know, bring back the doodstraf.
Oh yeah, that's a good way of saying that without YouTube noticing you're saying it. I would as well, just by the way. I've already talked to my fiance about this. This is the first thing I'll do, is I'll reinstate what you said.
Yeah.
That's the first thing if I'm ever in power.
But dude, like, I don't know why we're like not saying it. Like, we were talking about the death penalty, just by the way. Like, Texas has it. Mississippi has it.
Texas and Tennessee, yeah.
Tennessee has it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the cowboy areas in America has it. If you murder someone, well, I'm not gonna pay you pay your food with my tax money. No. It's an eye for eye. You knew it was incorrect. You shouldn't have done that. You did it anyway, so
Exactly.
you're gonna take your
That's
life
on you.
now.
It's literally on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get bent with it. Right?
Yeah.
If I was to become president, I would just do what Singapore does. Any crime, no matter how small, is punishable. You litter on a fucking street, gone. I chop off your finger. That done. You murder someone, you get the penalty for it as well. You steal, there goes your hand. My bro in South Korea has the same laws as Singapore, right? I saw a video of a guy. He was working in a coffee shop, right? Went to the bathroom. His laptop was standing there. Went back to his laptop and was like, this is interesting. So he made a video, an experiment video of this.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave my laptop here and I'm gonna see, like, I'm gonna leave it for over an hour here in this coffee shop unattended. And I'm gonna see if it's still here when I come back in an hour's time. Comes back after 1 hour, boom, laptop still there, not even touched. Nobody even sat next to the laptop. They didn't even care about it. It's there, right? You do that here, the laptop will be gone within 10 seconds, my bro. Not even 10 seconds. It will just be gone. Nothing left. Just immediately.
Yeah.
And the reason they don't steal is because they know that the penalty. There's a camera that's in the shop. It will see them. There's still crime, of course. There will always be crime. That's the one constant thing in this life, is that there will be crime and there will be murder. But at least that they know this is going to happen. They know how to basically stop it. And that's through laws, through punishing laws. Yeah, you fucking steal someone's laptop and they find you. Yeah, you spend a few weeks in jail. If it's your first crime, you get a nice little slap on the wrist. And you know how I know this? It's because I had a cousin, still have a cousin. He's doing very well, so I don't want to speak ill of him at all. He was a druggie, a heavy druggie, not just like weed. No, I mean talking ecstasy, anything that hard drugs. And his parents doesn't, his mother doesn't. His father died very long ago, but his mother doesn't have a lot of money. So it's not like she could just give him money, or you could just get money from her to buy drugs. He would steal for it.
Yeah.
My bro, he stole 7 times before he was given a 1-year penalty in jail, and then he only served 3 months of it, and then he was released because he was doing petty crime. 7 times that he stole, that he was caught and taken to jail. Taken to court 7 times before they actually gave him a sentence. And then when he did it again on the 8th time, then they said, okay, 1 year, that's it. Did it again, then it was 2 years. And after that, he changed his life. It's good for him, really good for him. But that's the amount of times in this country that you have to steal before you actually get hard time. And I'm thinking hard time is a year at least.
Yeah.
It's 12 months. I think that considers as hard time. And it's ridiculous. In Singapore, South Korea, you steal once, like you get penalized heavily.
Yeah.
South Korea a lot, Singapore a lot worse than Singapore. Singapore a lot worse than South Korea. But still, I think it's really needed, dude.
If you can just get away with stuff, like who's gonna stop you? Like that's
Exactly,
how yeah.
Yeah.
If you have
That's
this
what I
many
mean, yeah.
chances before you get any time,
Exactly.
then you just take the chance. I have how many chances? 7? Cool.
7.
I'll go,
Petty
I'll-
crime.
yeah. I'll
this
go
is-
to the
this is
shops
breaking.
tomorrow, dude, and get a free bread.
Yeah, no, he actually broke into stores that were closed. They were still closed. So first of all, it's breaking and entering, right?
Yeah.
Then stealing on top of that, and then evading the law as well. But he still got caught because, he ran into a dead end. Still got caught. So it's 3 laws he broke, right? Because you can't evade the police. That's a law, right?
Yeah.
Still didn't get prosecuted. 7 times of doing the same shit. Then a judge was like, I had enough of seeing you. Like, just go to jail. And then didn't even serve his first fucking full year. Man, it's ridiculous. It's
Going for a week and get out on goodwill.
Yeah, he went for 3 months, and then they're like, okay, you're out. You're not a hardened criminal. Your behavior is very good. So it was both my cousins that did this, both of them, and I feel sorry for the one because when they got caught and when they finally were to appear in court for jail sentencing, he decided to, he wanted to take the shortcut out of life, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
And he just decided that's easier than going to jail, and so he did it. So yeah, and while the other one was in prison, we were having a funeral for the other one. And the saddest part about all of it is that his brother kind of went to a different city, the one that's now still doing fine, because he was the bad one. He went to a different city, and while he was this is when no, that's a lie. He went to jail for the first 3 times, right? First year, he went to jail alone. That was before they both were caught, before they both went back into that. And while he was in prison for those 3 months, the one that took the shortcut, he actually got his life in order. He was actually doing very well. He had a job, he had a girlfriend, he had his own little apartment. He was doing very well until the brother came back, and then they kind of started up their shit again. And then when they were caught, then he did. Sad,
Oy.
but
Yeah.
life. Yeah. But oh well. I wouldn't have done it. He was like, I came out in 3 months. It'll be fine, man. It's not that bad anything. Let's go.
But you'll come out with AIDS. You'll get, don't drop the soap.
Don't drop the soap. Yeah, no. This is not hot. This is not big prisons. It's not like. This is not those. It's not those types of prisons, dude. You'll be fine. I promise. No. You'll be fine. I'm sure. But yeah, no. I still wouldn't do it though. Like, I wouldn't have done the crime in the first place. That's probably the difference here. I've never seen the appeal of doing drugs ever, except weed. Weed is fun, but it's like once a month, maybe twice, and then I don't do it for a while.
Exile.
It's just to enjoy it in that moment. Like the other one, the other friend of yours.
Yes.
I don't see him as a friend anymore. To be honest, he does it every time. And that's also one thing of him that completely pissed me off, is that every time we would play any games together, the 3 of us, he would be high, right? And then he will say the same shitty thing the whole time, like, what's up my guys, that thing that he was doing, right? He did that because he was high, not because he thought it was funny. It's just because he's high and his brain isn't working as it should. And then I asked him once, why does he do it every time? Like, it's not entertaining for anybody that's listening to our videos. And he's like, no, he has to do it whenever he plays with us because, we're unbearable. So I think that is what kind of, was the last metaphorical nail in the coffin.
I heard him say that as well, that we're unbearable.
Yeah, you were Yeah, you were in chat with us. So you, yeah. I think when, like, I was fine with him treating me like shit the entire time. But when he said that, when I asked him the question, when I was serious about it, it was like, I'm unbearable. Cool, man. That's fine. You didn't hurt my feelings, you hurt your own. I'm not hurt, you are. This is probably the most boring part of this entire build. Is to trade for the leveling gear.
Oh, I thought it was the level.
No, leveling is fine. I'm gonna go clean soon, so I'm gonna do that after that. But I want to record something as well. I'm just not sure what to record.
Leveling.
No.
You can record these nuts in your chin.
They're too small, bro. I need
You'll get
something
views.
big. Something that stands out.
Oh, options.
Options?
Oh, I got both uniques.
For what?
I'm gonna fight 2 uniques back to back.
Oh, nice. I'm actually trying to do... I'm thinking about replaying all the Life is Strange videos. The remastered version. I haven't done them yet.
Yeah, I played Remaster 1 and 0. Before the
How was
storm, it's the same thing. Just looks better.
No difference.
No difference.
The game looked good. The original looks good anyway.
Well, I mean, it's made in Unity, bro. It's
Original.
not good. Yeah. It's fucking made on Unity. Unity is a mobile app. Backend is for mobile. I was Unity developer. My first job. I was
Already?
Yeah, I was a 3D animator, and then I got promoted to Unity. So I was a Unity developer. We made apps on it for tablets, but you can make games also on Unity. But most games that's made in Unity is for phones. It's mobile games. Unity is not actually made for gaming. It's made for apps.
Yeah, that's probably why I've hated Unity ever since. Of any game that I've ever played that uses Unity, I hated it. And I've been
Well-
very vocal about how much I hate Unity.
Well, I mean, Life is Strange
there's
was
one-
made on it.
Yeah, but well, I mean, I'm not crazy about Life is Strange, just by the way. Life is Strange 2 probably. There's this one new game that was released recently that I absolutely love, and it's made on Unity. So Unity 6 is a really good engine for games. So I mean, they've taken their time getting to it.
Demands restoration.
But
I mean,
yeah.
the only game that I can recall that's like really good on Unity is Digimon World Next Order.
Okay. I have to now think about which game it is. Well, I mean, it's Subnautica as well, right? That's really good. Ori and the Will of Wisp and Ori and the other one not really great.
Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah.
It's the only one I
there's a really
played.
big game. Oh yeah, Among Us. Yeah. So Among Us is Unity as well. That's a very big game. I can't remember now. It was a new game that came out that I played, but it's let me check here. How old is this post? 2017. Rust, Fall Guys, Subnautica. Yeah, most of the games are mobile games, you're right.
Unity is a
But yeah,
mobile
yeah.
app, dude. It's
Yeah.
made for mobiles.
Like you said.
Tablets, TVs, phones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Games being made on it, in my opinion, is just either you want low-end PCs to run it because it's a mobile app, or you want, I don't know, you want to keep it super simple and very easy. Because like you have to know programming to use stuff like better engines.
Yes. So it's like basically like a gaming engine for dummies.
Yeah, it's entry level for gaming. In my opinion, you shouldn't even be able to build games on Unity. Like, the amount of coding you do is bare minimum if you use certain add-ons. It becomes literally you code a line and you drag and drop it where you want it to execute. It becomes simplified.
Sounds easy enough for me.
I can most probably code this game in also as a Unity. Like, it will take very long, but you must probably make this game Unity. And you can actually have a breach and stuff like that without lagging.
Go do that for me. Code again for me.
I was considering that because this YouTube channel is just not growing like fast enough. I was considering making a game.
Well. Me as well. What type of game though?
I don't know, like something like, have you played Tormented Souls?
No.
It's like Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, the originals. Puzzle, like you're shooting stuff. You can only reload out of like it's weird to explain, but it's like PS1 Resident Evil. Something like this game would take one person way too fucking long. And if you do it, it's most probably gonna have one of two classes. Like, the options gonna be very limited.
Yeah.
It'll just take way too long. Have you played, what is that game called? Let me go on my channel quickly. Uh, uh, 2020 maybe. There it is. Song of Horror.
No.
Well, just look at my Tormented Souls on my channel or Song of Horror on 2020 release. Something like that. It's like you have stationary cameras running around, like there's gonna be zombies or enemies, solve puzzles, like yeah, something like Resident Evil, but like Song of Horror has a very unique thing. You have 5 units, and one unit is good at like mechanically good. The other one is like a heavy lifter. The other one's like really fast running. But you can only choose one of 5 to play with, and that one of 5 you take, you're gonna do the whole act with it. The problem is if that character dies, it's perma-dead on your whole rest of your run. So you can only choose then one of the 4. And if all your characters die, your game is done. You have to restart the game from scratch. It's a pretty cool, unique way. But I would say Tormented Souls is most probably the like a really good option. But it takes way too long to make a game, dude. It would take you like 2 years. And then the game is still ass.
Yeah, I played a game recently on my channel. got some views. It's called Uncursed, right?
Hmm?
It's one guy that made it in Unity. It took him a few months to do. So it's basically just first-person horror game with some very bad voice acting, and it's just puzzle solving the whole time.
Yeah.
And then
That's
sold
pretty
it
cool
for like
stuff.
a few dollars per copy, so it didn't really do too good.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm gonna go.
Wait, before you go, can I read you one of the comments I got?
Say again?
I'm gonna read you one of the comments I got. This guy is saying, haha, you're so bad at the game. So I responded to him saying I'm new to Path of Exile 1. And he's saying, that is not the problem. Your crappy attitude and keep blaming the game on your lack of defense layers. You're so bad, it's insane. And will never be better with that attitude. Well, all I can do is laugh at how bad you are. And you deserve it because of your attitude. You're not even trying to fix any of the issues with your build. So I'll say it once again. Haha, you're bad. I'm sure you keep blaming the game. It will fix itself. Oh, you don't like what you see? Go back to PoE2 or Diablo 4. That game is for idiots.
Yes, what the fuck? What's this guy's name?
Well, he says that this game is not for idiots. Sorry.
Jesus, dude. Okay, I'll come back with comments later, but I have to go now.
Cool, man.
Okay.
I'll chat to you later. Cool, cheers.
Yeah. Jeez.
Guys, we're gonna actually end the video here. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.